Welcome back to my channel. I've had an idea about combining techniques. So I want to do a Dutch pour, probably an explosive Dutch pour or even one of the pinwheel Dutch pours, oh excuse my hands, where the paint goes round in a sort of in an arch, but then combining it with some blooms. I've just done a pour with a central bloom and it just looks so sweet, and it really finished the painting off well. So this is my plan, to try something a bit different and combine some techniques. So the colours I've chosen are purples, pinks and blues. So they're going to really blend nicely. I've got a few metallics in there, a few iridescent colours. So that will create some natural cells, I think, with the Dutch pour part. So yeah, really excited to start. This canvas is 50 centimetre square. It's a reused canvas, so you can see a design underneath. I've just applied a couple of coats of gesso and it just primes it. So it was very shiny before with varnish, but it primes it so I can now pour onto this and the paint will stick to it. So just working out what to do here, because I've got, I don't know if you can see, I've got some lovely pinks and purples. So pinks, a couple of purples and then a couple of blues. Just trying what to do, because I want quite a neutral centre, but then a pinwheel effect around the outside. So I think what I might do is just start with a circle right in the centre. Let's find the centre of the canvas. So I'm just going to get my stick and corner to corner, draw a little line, and then the other corner to corner. So that is the centre of the canvas. And I'm just going to draw a circle. I'm just putting a clear plastic cup over, making sure I can see the cross roughly in the centre. It's going to give me a circle. See, that's not very central. It needs to come this way slightly, but that's fine. So I think I'm just going to fill that with some very pale colours and then do the pinwheel effect. Yeah, and then do the pinwheel effects around the edge. So I'm just going to have some white right in the centre. This is pearl white, which I'm run out of. So I'll just use what I have. And then combine that with some pale pinks. So some really nice pale colours. A little drizzle of it in the middle. I'm thinking actually let's apply a little bit of this pink around in a circle as well, and then maybe start the pinwheel from now. Let's start with some blue. So I think if I start in the centre and then I'm going to curve it to that corner like that. Right, plenty of paint. I'm sure that's plenty. I'm sure that's enough. Right, so I'm going to treat it as like an explosive Dutch pour, which means I will start from the very centre and then just go 90 degrees from the centre towards the edges. So let's see what happens. I love it. Absolutely love this. Look at the silver cells that are popping up. Really happy I added that silver. The blue, there's something about that blue. I don't know if it's the way I mix it, if it's too thin, but the blue is so powerful and just creates these beautiful, beautiful cells. Right, so this is exactly what I wanted, a nice plain centre, but with a beautiful surrounding. Really love that surrounding. That's exactly what I was hoping for. So now I'm going to do a bloom in the centre. Now I don't use a typical bloom recipe, I just use my Dutch pour paints, so the paints that are identical to everything else on here, and it works. I don't think you maybe get quite as such strong lacing and as strong, when I say strong, lacing that really keeps its shape quite as well as if you use a proper bloom recipe, but actually that's okay because it still looks really pretty. I will show you. So to do the bloom, I'm just going to put a spot of colour right in the centre. So I'm using 3 colours. I'm using the dark purple, I'm going to use the metallic blue and the metallic pink colour. And then I've got some cell activator here. So the difference with this is mixed 3 parts Australian floetrol with 1 part white Amsterdam paint. So I'm just going to put a nice big spot in the centre. So what I will do is blow that white over these other colours, and that's what creates the lacing. I'm so excited about this. I love it. The colours are just gorgeous. What a gorgeous colour combination. You just cannot go wrong with pinks, purples and blues. Loving the bloom in the centre. So pretty. It's really sparkly from the pink and the blue in there. I just drew a paintbrush through just to draw some of that pink through into the centre, just to give a slightly more effect to try and make it look a little bit more like flowers. Look at this. So you create these cells just from the different brands of paint by putting the iridescent colours in. There's no silicone in this. There's no cell activator in this, in the edges here. This is just the paints mixed to my Dutch pour consistency with flood floetrol and water. Some of the details are just so pretty. It's crazy when you look up really close. So many cells. You can see there how the blue, that's so pretty. The blue is creating these cells and lacing, and then it's kind of bleeding over into the other colour to create some details. So I think what's going to be quite effective about this painting is when you stand back, it's hopefully going to look quite striking. But then when you actually get really close, you then start seeing all the really pretty details of the paints. Really happy, really excited about this. So I'll be back when it's dry. Here is the dry result. I'm super happy with this one. It's dried really well. It didn't pool in the centre. It didn't go swampy like the previous pour I did. Really happy with it. Love how full on and bright and colourful and busy it is. Let me show you the edges first. So that blue is just beautiful. I think it's quite a thin mixture, which is why you just get these wonderful cells, wonderful lacing. It always does it. So it might just be that particular brand of paint, but you just get these such interesting details. Lots of silver popping up, lots of cells popping up there. And then I just love these bright bursts of the pink in between. And then there's little flecks of purple, probably a little bit less of the purple, but it's definitely there. So you've just got a really good mixture of all the colours, and then the bloom in the centre has held its shape really well. Just look at that lacing, it's so pretty. And I really like how irregular it is around the edge. It's almost slightly spiky, and I just think that works really well with this design. So I think I'm always drawn to a sort of symmetrical design or a pattern, and so I think this really does work well. So you're drawn to the centre where the bloom is, but then you've got this really sort of symmetrical, coordinated edging to it. So really happy. If I show you the top, I've got the push pins in still there, but you can just see how the colour just falls over the edge of the canvas. So yeah, I'm so happy with this one, really pleased. So please let me know what you think of it. Do you think it works with the bloom in the middle? I'm not sure, shall I do some more of these, this sort of technique? Let me know what you think. Oh, before I forget, let me show you the iridescence. Look at that electric blue. Forgot that. Once I varnish this as well, that will just shine so much. That blue right there, that metallic blue, it is just electric. It is absolutely gorgeous colour. It's probably my new favourite colour. Great. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.